Jules, it was a fantastic Friday night over at Warriors Park to see Glenorchy Knights take on Olympia Warriors. Big grudge match, about 400 people out there through the gates. Fantastic evening, wasn't it?
It was a fantastic evening, definitely, Callan. As we can see here, there were plenty of new players on display here. We've got Simon Strang, who actually made the switch to Knights from Newtown Eagles.
Yeah, Strang was in good form, and another player, Jaden Hay, playing against his former club under the tutelage of his father. He was in fantastic form as well.
Another player there we can see is Janko Begovic, who's made his comeback, having a little bit of a laugh with Alex Holmes.
And of course, Voss was in outstanding form. He kept Olympia in it for much of the night. And wouldn't you know it, the Clare Street Elite turned up, Jules.
Great to see the boys out from Newtown, the Clare Street Elite. It was fantastic to see them at the game with so many people watching.
And Voss really was in outstanding form. I think an absolute cracker of a save just there. Diving full stretch to his left. We'll see it in slow-mo here. A really, really good save, and one that really kept his team in it.
Outstanding save by Voss, who was there and thereabouts the whole game.
And wouldn't you know, we had the Brains Trust, and of course, Big Kim Barker rocking a little 3-quarter number there. Looking very good, Kim, if you're out there. Nice to see you.
Well, Callum, the teams were locked at 1-1 at half-time through a Nick Meredith strike, which took a big deflection, and also Matthew Nowicki replied for Knights immediately after. And
Jaden Hay, we spoke about him a little bit earlier, but he really pulled strings in the middle for Knights, and this was a big shot that just flashed past the right-hand top post. His father would have been happy with how he performed on the night.
Yeah, Hay was a very, very good performer on the night. We actually gave him 2 votes. I thought he was a fantastic player.
And look, Holmes made a last-ditch tackle, which led to, I guess, the thing that broke the deadlock. Lucky to stay in the park, some would say. Ivan shows him a yellow just here, and he's probably lucky. But Warren Waterwoo, what a goal!
Oh, fantastic strike by Waterwoo. It was just fantastic to see such a good strike from that position.
And a huge celebration. I mean, say what you want about Olympia, but gee, they've got some supporters over there, and don't they love it when the goals go in? And Warren with a big sort of flying eagle, it looked like when he knocked that one into Charlotte's Web, top right corner.
And Callan, that strike really triggered a collapse for Knights. They conceded again through Gifter Kaya and then through Ryan Thurley with 2 great finishes for Olympia.
Yeah, look, as we can see, Hay on the deck there. The Knights had a nightmare 10-minute period where they conceded 3, and the game was over from there. And then, look who pops up to finish it off.
Yeah, Janko against his old club. He looked like he really enjoyed that one there with the celebration in front of the Olympia fans.
And here's what the coaches had to say after the game, Jules.
Initially it was a little bit scrappy goal. We could have gone the other way in the first probably half because they had a couple of good chances as well. But overall, I think towards the end we totally deserve it, and we're playing really good football at times. As I said to you before, it's only a pre-season, and this is the first outing against a Premier League, Southern Premier League team. I'm very happy with the boys. They knocked the ball quite well, and we scored nice goals. I can't ask anymore. A little bit sloppy on the back, but thank God we've got a Janko that he sorted things out. But as I said before, we had 5 players out from the first 11 last year.
Extremely impressive second half.
Yeah. I was actually a little bit worried about fitness. I did some things differently this year in what I usually normally do. But no, I'm quite happy.
Voss had a sensational first half and probably kept you in the game.
Yes, definitely. As I said to you before, with a couple of good brilliance, with the goalkeeper. One there was, in the first half, it was a good save. It was brilliant. We still got a long way to go. I'm got my feet on the ground, and like the same with the boys. But I was very happy with the result. I can't be disappointed.
Still looking to use the tournament just for preparation?
Definitely. Nothing changed. I'm going to take one game at a time.
It's a game you should have won.
Yeah, look, I think in the first half we had our chances. I said to the guys, they were talking about the surface, and I said to them at half time, let the ball do the work, don't run with it, and we just didn't heed that advice. Kept on trying to dribble the ball, lost possession, and some easy turnovers. I suppose from my perspective, the disappointing fact for me, which I think we've got to learn, is when that second goal went in, we'd had a number of chances. We had a couple of decisions that people might have thought could have gone the other way. Heads dropped with those. And then that second goal, and I just don't think mentally we reacted very, very well. And then the third one come and the fourth one come, and you know, everybody's looking at one another. So we've got to learn from that, and we've got to learn to dig deep and just play the way, you know, I want us to play, and we didn't do that tonight.
Saturday's first fixture obviously saw Kingborough Lions take on Clarence United, Jules, and a new signing for Kingborough out on show.
Yeah, Nick Huffberson from South Hobart. He's a fantastic little pickup for Lions.
Yeah, great to see the big Storkel out there. And Izelli went close early with a header. He's very dangerous at those set pieces.
Another new signing on display this weekend was Adam Hedge from Olympia, who's playing his own ground.
Yes, of course. And David Cooper opens the scoring. Who else for Kingborough Lions? Sean Collins was in charge of this match. He's got the headband on as usual. Good to see Sean out there.
Fantastic to see Sean. He loves his game.
Doesn't he just? And look, Toghill has a strike here, and it's just blocked well by Izelli. Levy was down to it, and of course the South boys were there watching eagerly before they were ready to take on the Eagles.
Nathan Rees levelled it up for Clarence in the 32nd minute, and that was closely followed by Emmanuel Sekiris' strike in the 40th, and that really turned the tables in this match. Yeah, look,
Toghill puts in a nice cross there from the right-hand side, but this one from a set piece, Leamy comes, and Sekiris just knees it home. An opportunistic finish from Sekiris, but Leamy's got to do better from this position. We've seen in slow-mo, he comes, he's either got to grab it or he's got to fist it away, and he just doesn't get anything on it, and Sekiris knocks it home with the knee.
But luckily, just before half-time, Damien Pearce grabbed an equaliser, so Lions were back in it at 2-2 at half-time.
Yeah, look, it was in the balance, and there were plenty of other opportunities here. I think it's Hoppert who goes close here with a volley on the turn, but just skies it over, can't get it on target. Very close.
He really should have done better with that, being in such close range.
Yeah, looking nice to see Patrick out with a fantastic pair of shades.
Yeah, he does look good, doesn't he?
And who should break the deadlock? David Cooper. Cooper Luke, we spoke about him in our pre-game. He pops up and he pops it in the winner 3-2.
Yeah, great to see Cooper Luke back on the score sheet, and here we go. Graham Malcolm receives a yellow card. He was a pretty tough customer out there today.
Yeah, looking again from a set piece right near the death. We see Izelli go close again. He gets in the right places in those set pieces. He just couldn't get it one in today. They celebrated the win, and here's what Matthew Rhodes had to say after the game, Jules.
It's a good start to the tournament? Yeah, good start. Yeah, it was probably our first real hit out. We had a game against the Knights, but that's probably our second practice match. So, yeah, it was good to get a run, and I think both sides wanted to get better from that, but it was a good result. I'm happy with it.
We thought the first 15 minutes were fairly good by your side. Probably sort of drifted off in the second half. What did you make of that second half?
Yeah, we lost our shape a bit. We lost our formation a bit, but the first 15 minutes we were good. We were well on top and we looked really good, but we lost our way there. And the second half was a bit of a slog, I think. Both sides slogged it out, and we made a couple of moves and that worked. So yeah, good.
Overall, pretty positive start.
Always happy. Yeah.
We spoke about David Cooper before the game in our pre-match. He's a performer for you guys, isn't he?
Yeah, he just knows where to be. He knows where to be to score a goal. And, for a goal scorer, that's a secret. And yeah, we put him out there today. We asked him to be the back post. He was there twice to 2 goals. So, yeah.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks.
Well in the second fixture on Saturday, Jules saw South Hobart playing Newtown Eagles. Old rivals, obviously played off in the state title last year, where South won in overtime. And this match had a lot of promise.
Certainly after last year, where Eagles actually beat them and ended that 63-game unbeaten run at Clare Street. This game, had a lot on the line, and it was a fantastic match again.
Yeah, and look, Lloyd Farrell, vice captain now of South Hobart, the Frenchman Shea Hickey, back from Thailand. Good to see him out and about. And there are a couple of warning shots early on, but Pitchford equal to the task. Both teams had their chances, and the young import on the left, Duffy. What are your thoughts on him, Jules?
Yeah, I think he was quite solid. His distribution was a little bit questionable, but apart from that, I think he actually sort of fitted into the South Hobart lineup very well. Obviously, he's come from Prospect Knights.
Yeah, look, and Brennan, there's the class. 19 minutes in, and he steps up. He hadn't done much in the game up until then, and he just puts it in the top left. We'll see it in slow-mo here. Absolute class. And this is knocking on Charlotte's front door. I tell you, if that's not in the top corner, I don't know what is. Pitchford almost gets there, which credit to Nathan Pitchford. But that is sublime, and he just flies off and goes to celebrate with his teammates. But Andy Brennan, a special individual.
That was an incredible goal. But obviously Eagles did threaten through, Adam McEwen.
Yeah, look, he probably didn't catch that how he liked. Again, here Pitchford does well. Nick Morton should do better. It's cleared off the line by
Mark Page.
Yeah, Page, right place, right time. This one, here's what Leamy should have done. Big punch from Pitchford, and he just folds Hugo Bladel there. So much commitment shown by the Newtown Eagles keeper.
A little promising little shimmy here from Quanny.
Yeah, a little hip step there. I'm not sure what that was, but look, it went in 1-0 at half time. The only difference, Brennan's strike, really. We've spoken about the Frenchman already, but Loic Farrar looks like he's set for a big season, been given a bit of responsibility in the team. He's playing in the midfield now. I think he's set for a stellar season.
Oh, he's going to have a fantastic year if he keeps up his current form. Against Bentley Greens, he was one of the standouts alongside Hugh Ludford. In those two games, he was playing in central defence, but I think he's actually going to really perform well in centre mid.
Yeah, lovely little back heel there from Shea Hickey. He's got to watch his hammies when he does that. But Brennan cuts in from the left here again, and Pitchford equal to the task.
Pitchford and Brennan just had a duel all day. There were so many opportunities and chances, and both, I don't know who really won out in the end.
Yeah, and Clamp had a header there, a bit of a free header right near the death. Posma had a chance to sort of seal it for his team there, and the youngster will feel he should have done better with that.
Yeah, and look, in the last 5-10 minutes there were plenty of chances and could have gone either way. Here you see Brennan, but then Chris Stingle fires one across the face, and so either team really could have had it.
Yeah, and young South Hobart substitute Connor Lees probably could have put one away just there too, but it all came down to a deflection. Bobby Eves came on as a substitute. He must have felt horrible. Not sure who the cross came from. I think it might have been Hudson. Comes off Eves' head and it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, unfortunately for Bobby, that's a really unfortunate goal, just sticking his head into that cross, and it probably would have been fairly safe for the South defence.
So I went to penalties, and Ludford stepped up first and he hit the crossbar. I mean, those are the millimetres that make the difference. A millimetre less, and it probably has gone in.
Ferguson denied Whitehall, so it was 2 misses from 2.
Yes, and then Brennan stepped up and he followed his clinical finish in normal time with a great finish with the penalty.
And then excellent save from Matthew Ferguson. He's in fine form for South. It was an excellent save to his right to stop Mark Page.
Yeah, he was picking them all day. And then Posma stepped up, a bit of a soft penalty. Those are the ones that Pitchford eats for breakfast.
At that stage, it was very evenly matched. I mean, South early looked like they'd taken the advantage, but then Alex Lazinski put his away.
And Eves to cap off a horror end to the game, skies his over the crossbar. Felt for him, certainly. And then McEwen does what he does best, puts it in the back of the net. And all of a sudden, the Eagles are on top.
Cammy Williams, though, under pressure, he put it away very calmly for a young lad.
Yeah, give him credit where credit's due. He was under pressure and he put that one away. But Blaine Hudson, man of the moment, stepped up and he absolutely rocketed that one into the back of the nets. And the Eagles won on penalties. And we'll hear what the coaches had to say just there. Ken, what did you think of the game?
Overall, I was quite happy with the performance. I thought we moved the ball around quite well, a little bit slow at times for us. We need to play a little bit quicker, certainly against these sides that go back to front quickly. But I thought it was a good game for the people to watch, and we just got to build on that now.
They pressed you there at the end. A couple of times when you had it up in your end, when maybe in yesteryear some of the more experienced players might have said put your foot on it, guys, and the guys were pushing for a goal. Is that experience that you may be missing a little bit at the moment this year?
Without a doubt. There's no doubt you can't replace experience straight away with young lads coming in. But the young lads are doing well for us. They're playing with a good spirit, and we've had good chances, haven't we, in both halves to put the game to bed. And against White Eagles, you've got to do that. I mean, they're always dangerous on that counter-attack, playing off that long ball, and that's their strength. But our strength has to be killing teams off early, and then we build from that. But it's a good start for us. That's a good game today, and hopefully tomorrow we'll come back again.
And just quickly, Brennan's finished from that set piece. He's a special talent, isn't he?
Yeah, he did well, but he's also got to do more in the game as well. He's got to be a bit more effective in the games and work with the players around him. But yeah, he's okay. He's moving along well.
Thanks, Ken. Cheers. You must be happy with, I guess, the final result, but what did you think of the game?
Oh, look, I thought probably first half they had the better of the game, and we tended to sit back a little bit too much. but they didn't really overrun us. So at half time I said to the boys that we had enough of the game to be in it. Second half we actually pushed forward more and attacked more. We did give them a few opportunities, but I think we probably had 4 or 5 really good chances and didn't take them. So 1-1 was probably a fair result, a bit lucky with the own goal. And then obviously it's a bit of a raffle in the penalty shootout, but to come away with 2 points to their 1 puts us in a good position within the group now, so really pleased.
The boys certainly pushed them there in the second half. Perhaps maybe a little bit of a lack of accuracy with the shots cost you a little bit at times.
Yeah, certainly. I think it's an unusual decision by FFT to play this competition at Warrior Park. It's a surface that we'll only have to play on once or twice during the year, and yet we're doing our practice matches, which is what this competition is, on this surface. It's not a perfect surface. The ball bobbles. It doesn't bounce like it does on grass, and I think that was probably affected both teams today. So obviously pleased with the result and pleased with our first hit out.
And you've consolidated most of the squad from last year. The guys seem pretty well bonded. They seem to get on pretty well. The Clare Street Elite. What are your hopes for the season?
Obviously, we'd hope to go all the way and take the title, and obviously a final spot 2 years in a row would be a minimum. We're using the Hudson Cup to have a look at a bit bigger squad than just the 11 and playing against other senior opposition, and that's the purpose tomorrow. We won't have any of our 11 today play at the start tomorrow, but we would look to certainly push the top spot this year for sure.
Fantastic. Thanks, Pitchy.
Cheers.